morning to me. So because I have OCD, my brain is going about 1,000,000 miles an hour every single second. With like, in the lightest sense of this, it almost feels like there are two people almost in my head. There's me, and then there's my OCD. Because my OCD is Tourettic and it's extra sensory and compulsory and physical, because it's really hard to slow my thoughts down or take back control of my thoughts and not start obsessing over them and being able to just kind of let them exist. Just because my Tourettic OCD is so touch and feeling based, just kind of doing anything triggers it. Literally anything. That's what I always think is, I mean, it's not funny, but like, I guess, I don't know, I can't think of another word. I think it's kind of funny when people are like, what are the triggers for it? Like, what can you like avoid or something? And it's like, there are no triggers. Like, it's worse if I'm super anxious, but like, there aren't any triggers. It's just like constant. It's just how my brain functions. It's just something that is a part of my mental and physical experience, which is really difficult to explain. My mom actually tried to tell me to do yoga like a year ago, but usually when any person, no matter how close to me, tries to recommend something to me, it usually takes me about 6 months to a year to get around to even consider looking into what it is. So she told me to try some yoga, and at first it was just for exercise, but then I realized with Miss Adrian, yoga especially, I have been able to gain back so much more control of my mind through meditation and through breathing exercises. Because it's OCD, I guess there's technically a trigger, but because it's Tourettic, it's more compulsory. And like, I would say the first tick, like the first, if I do like, oh, this is a little freaky actually. I don't know if people want to see this, but I can do this with my hand. So I do that a lot, or like wiggle my ears, and I would say the first time that I do that, it's not within my control, but then once I get that feeling, and I like that feeling, and my brain kind of gets caught on that as something to kind of like distract from my head and everything going on around me. I would say the ones after are technically under my control, but like, I'm not typically at a place where I feel like I have the right tool sets or mental strength to overcome these feelings that feel so intense and necessary to complete. And I don't feel like typically I have the strength or drive to like stop them because they are small. So all of that is to say, is that the phrase? So basically, yoga has just been super helpful, and I feel like obviously this has been, around for thousands of years. So this isn't anything new, and I've definitely only been doing it for a couple months. I would say anyone with anxiety, depression, or any other sort of, mental health disorder, or any physical disturbances to you, anything that's bothering you, that you get stuck in a loop on in your head, yoga has been indescribably helpful. I feel like my own mind is so much stronger and more capable now than it ever has been. And if you're dealing with, some sort of mental distress or physical distress, and you are able, there's absolutely no downside to doing yoga. I would say step 2 of me trying to regain back power over my own head is yoga. Freaking over and out, okay?